Hi, my name is Willem Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed actor, singer, voiceover artist, the one and only Georgia Haege. For more on Georgia, you can read more about her right below this video, but in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at the incredible talent of the one and only Georgia.
Tell my friends I'm working freelance.
We know he's lying cause his lens is free.
Can't go to interviews in my underpants. Another pressing job is distracting me.
Ain't got no lovers, he can't pay his rent.
But it's past noon, so pour the whiskey. I lost my lease, but I'll just pitch a tent.
Won't take too long, his hands are frisky.
All I wanna do is dance with my hands. No need to make other plans. All I wanna do is dance with my hands. These hands make such big demands. Believe it,
Achieve it,
it's all in your own hands. Receive it,
relieve it.
it's all in your own hands.
Tell my friends I'm just too tired.
Can't go out, her pockets are empty.
Tonight I'm feeling self-inspired. Good old hands-on fun is always free.
Don't need a partner, don't need a friend.
All you need is to find your rhythm.
With every finger from base to end.
Pinky ring, middle index thumb.
All I wanna do is dance with my hands. No need to make other plans.
Well, hello, Georgia. How are you?
Hi, Will. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm doing so much better now that the audience got a little sneak peek of your not only incredible talent, but we were having a little off-camera pre-interview chat, and we share well, you are with a voice teacher, the fabulous Jackie Presti.
Jackie Presti. Oh, love her.
And when I was doing my research of you, she was my very first voice teacher in Manhattan. And something I also didn't tell you, dear friend of mine who I've had the privilege of directing, Tony winner Randy Graff, was in City of Angels with Jackie Presti. So
Yes, that was Jackie's first Broadway show, I believe.
she played one of the angels.
Because she's amazing. She's such an amazing musician, and she has like perfect pitch and sight reads like you wouldn't believe, and just like could do these incredibly intricate harmonies.
I will
That's
never
that's a
forget my
tough
time
show.
with her. But Georgia, believe it or not, we're going to make this about you.
Oh,
Georgia, I
what?
want to know. I want to lean into young Georgia. Where did you grow up, and when did you realize you were like, I can sing?
I grew up in Sydney, Australia, so far, far away. I've been here a long time. I'm not going to tell you how long because it might age me. And I'm in my
Oh,
closet
please.
right now. The lighting is very flattering.
You
Um,
look gorgeous.
That's so sweet. So I always enjoyed, I'm one of three kids. I'm the middle child. I was always the attention seeker. The other two are like, one's in construction, one is a nutritionist, like very not performer types, nor were my parents. My dad's really funny and he liked to sing in the shower and make jokes and dad jokes. So I just always loved kind of performing for the family. I was always singing into a hairbrush. This is like, I mean, I'm old, so this is CD players came out when I was a kid. CD players
Please,
were a
you're
hit.
not old. We're probably
Okay.
closer to the same age than you think. And
Okay.
by the way, you manifesting with the hairbrush, I'm like, of course you played Donna Sheridan on the
Oh,
national tour of Mamma
right,
Mia. Hello,
right.
Miss Georgia, fancy schmance. Keep going.
Absolutely. You did do your research. I love it. So, yeah, so I just always loved to sing. I would sing, for my friends, and I was kind of known as having like a good voice or whatever. And then, but I was shy. So there was school plays and musicals, and I would kind of audition, but I was so nervous. And I would get the ensemble roles. I never got the lead because I was just like really too unconfident, and I wasn't stepping into my power with, hey, I've actually got some talent here. I'm going to you know, go for it. And it took me a while. And I came over to New York. I did a degree at a conservatory program in Sydney. I did a you know, voice degree, more classical singing, funnily enough, because I really don't even enjoy legit singing all that much anymore. I mean, I did play Anna in The King and I, and that was good for my voice, but um yeah, I'm more of a like belter music, like contemporary musical theater singer. And so I got over to the States ready to pursue that, and kind of I wasn't in the union yet. I was, you know, in my early 20s. I got over here and I found myself waiting in these long lines, these cattle call kind of audition situations, and thought, I don't know if this is for me. I'm going to go and sing on people's demos and sing jingles and write my own stuff and front a band. And so that's what I did. I've actually had several bands in my time in New York. And then I got back into musical theater and started to do little off Broadway stuff, and you know, non-equity stuff. And then I did the national tour of Mamma Mia, lots a few regional things, and that's kind of where I'm at now. So now I still do some, I do a lot of voiceover work, hence, you know, my little closet with my little headphones there. But the band stuff is such a passion. It's just the musical theater stuff is more of, you know, it's a consistent job when you book it, and then you're like working for some time. So I do like that. I find that appealing. The band stuff is passion project, and I love it. We gigged a lot, but it's just, and then the band kind of, we're all still great friends, but one moved upstate, one moved to California. So we're kind of collaborating remotely right now. And I've got a, you know, almost 4-year-old daughter. So it's just a bit harder to tour and be out there. And
Absolutely.
COVID happened, and that kind of screwed things up too.
Well, Georgia, what I love about you is that, you know, you obviously have had these aha moments. I feel like when I've researched you, it's like I'm looking at a lake and this rock skipping across it. And you've had these landing points, you know what I mean? Like coming to
Sure, that
America,
is.
you know, doing like coming to America,
Mhm,
trying to do theater,
mhm.
not for me, going like a little left of center.
Yes,
You've always been left of center, Georgia,
you are
because you have
so perceptive.
you have
I love
always
it.
been told, because I can relate, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you
Mhm,
were either too much or pipe dream or who do you
mhm,
think you are? Georgia,
mhm.
you have always found the path, and even when it wasn't there, you created it. And I'm telling you right now, Georgia, you are
Love it.
meant to be where you're meant to be within the musical theater. Because I will tell you something, with your classical training, with you being in a band, with your voiceover and jingle work, this is all tools in your arsenal to now, as a leading lady of
Mhm.
theater, a leading lady. So you had to take all those years, not to wait, but work on your craft. You're an effing leading lady. And now you are going to be entering as a leading lady.
Thank you so much. And I feel that way, you know, and I'm in my 40s now, and there are these roles out there, and you know, Dear Evan Hansen and Jagged Little Pill, these like mom roles, and I'm being
Yeah, and
called into
also no
both.
offense, and I'm not promising you anything, but this is what I develop. This is the musicals that I direct.
Yeah.
If you look at the women I work with, they're all women 40, 50, 60,
Yes.
70, who are
Yes.
badass women who take ownership of their power unapologetically and who are Phoenix risings. And that's what you are, Georgia.
Oh my God, I really do feel like that is me.
This is
And
meant to
especially,
be,
yeah,
by the way.
yeah, yeah, I know. I feel like I know you've researched me, and I love
Oh,
it because you like know things about me, but I feel like have we met before, because this does feel
but I read
serendipitous.
you. I get you. And
Really?
the fact of the matter is, I'm looking at you, classical training, as it is like ballet for dancers. It's the best
Mhm.
training you can get. Once you're classically trained, you can effing do anything.
It is great.
When I see that you've also worked with my dear friend, the fabulous Joe Barros, and
Oh, yeah, love Joe. Yes.
so look at when I'm also digesting who you've worked with and who you continue to work with, I'm like, okay, see, you didn't know who I was, but that's
No, and
great.
I'm so sorry I didn't research you. I just thought, oh,
Georgia,
this is an
but this,
interview.
look
Now I
at my
feel
mother would be so happy because my mother would say, you know what, Will, for once, it's not about you, my love.
oh,
Georgia, I
I
want to
love
know
it.
something. Okay, we could talk forever,
Oh
but
yeah, please.
I want to know, in looking ahead, you have all this amazing experience, classically trained in bands, voiceovers,
Mhm.
jingles, traveling the country as a leading lady, being a mom.
Mm,
That is a tool in an arsenal as well. I
mhm.
want to know, as a mom, how has a mom shifted your perspective on your bliss? And by the way, if I were your 4-year-old, I'd be like, that's my mom. She's in
I
showbiz.
I kind of wish she was here today. She just started pre-K, so she's gone for the morning. But she knows that like mummy does film, because she sees me, I'm constantly self-taping and singing like the song a million
And
times. And
on TV,
oh,
hello, all of your
yes,
shots.
she hasn't seen any. Well, has
Did
she
you see
seen
Madam
any of that?
Secretary?
She hasn't. I could show her that it's not. I could show her the Law and Order too, because none of it's, beyond her. But she there are posters. I have a Mamma Mia poster. I have a film poster for this horror film I did years ago, and she's like, "Is that you?" And they've kind of airbrushed it, and there's a snake wrapped around my leg, and she's like, "Was that a real snake?" It's funny, but she knows that that's what I do, and she likes to come and be in my films, sit on my lap while I'm self-taping, and we'll say, how old are you and what's your favorite color? And it's very cute. I'm not pushing her in that direction at all. Like if she chooses, great, but not pushing. But it's definitely informed. Like when you ask how being a mom, for example, you have to be so selfless. Being a parent is really one of the most selfless things that you'll ever do. Even to a fur baby or whoever, just taking care of someone else and putting their needs, before your own is a big. And I was kind of older when I had her, so I'd lived this life of like sleeping in and doing my late night thing, and then you're suddenly no, that doesn't happen anymore, so you learn like, oh my god, and I have to like prepare meals every day that like
Suddenly, like I just
nutritious.
got 2 fur babies during the pandemic, and I was telling my husband
Yeah.
the other day, I'm like, don't tell me I'm a grown-up now. Wait, we have to grow up, Georgia? I feel like we're very similar.
Oh
I feel like we wanted to say,
my
but we're
god.
still kids. And this is what I love about you, Georgia. And I want to leave it at this.
Yeah.
Georgia,
Don't leave me, Will. I want to
I
keep talking to
know.
you all day. We
I
need to
will
meet
never leave you.
for a coffee or a cocktail or something.
Georgia,
'Cause
by the way, after this interview's over, we're gonna get
yeah, we're gonna powwow. Okay, good.
done. Consider that done. But Georgia, for the audience watching, I want them to look at you and also realize that this is an example of an artist who has not lost that childlike sense of wonder and possibility. And how many times in your life, Georgia, you could have gone back to Australia. You could have quit the theater. You could have been in a recording booth, maybe making lots of money and being like, what the F am I doing here? I just want to be on the stage. You have taken life one step at a time and have focused on the journey as much as you could. Because look at you now. You are about to step into this next chapter. You're, excuse my French, frickin' young, vibrant 40s. F that.
I know.
You
40s are the
are,
new 30s, baby.
and this is it for you. This is
Mm.
your time. And the fact that you have your daughter looking at you, and that
Oh.
this is a moment your daughter, you will never be able to take away from your daughter, who can, a mommy take parent to work day. Everyone's a cop or my
Yeah, yeah.
mommy,
Lawyer.
my mommy, she's a star.
That is so sweet. And by the way, really, thank you. This resonates with me a lot because I've been feeling quite like, am I in the right industry lately? Like I've been getting called, getting appointments to self-tape for these shows. And, Dear Evan Hansen, for example, I had like several callbacks for it. This is before the pandemic. And then I just read this morning that they've cast, they're
Or was it the
reopening.
Elizabeth Stanley cover?
That is actually Jagged Little Pill. And yes,
Oh,
I
I'm
got an
sorry.
appointment for that. No, but very close. So I got
The
an appointment for
Christiane
that.
Knoll, the mother, the Christiane
Yes.
Knoll part?
Yes. So both shows I'm like right for, and
I
I've taped,
know.
and voice wise, vocally it really is in my wheelhouse, and I'm not getting the bites. And I started to think, and I showed it to another coach I work with who's like, that was a really good tape. Like, I don't know why you didn't get a call back. So I've started to feel, am I in the right line of work? Like,
Yeah.
am I like fooling myself about my skill set or
No.
something? But I don't think that's it. I think it's just the
Georgia,
time we're in. It's tough.
Georgia, look at, you were meant to speak with me today.
I know
I'm
you've
telling
really
you,
lifted me, Will. Thank
but no,
you.
I'm biting. I'm biting
Mm, mm,
appropriately. I'm
mhm.
biting, and this is, you
Yeah.
have obviously moved me. And I'm so grateful to continue the
Touch.
conversation, okay? And
Can
this is
we
all meant
please
to
let's get
be.
off this Zoom and let's chat because I
Okay,
would love to meet up. Seriously, you've
so
just like
I want to let our
inspired me.
audience know, for more on the incredible Georgia, you can read more about her right below this video. Georgia, I'll talk to you in 5 seconds.
We'll talk. Okay, bye everyone.